Okay. I'm caught up on the Wheel of Time now. Matter of fact, I finished episode 6, the latest episode, and I'm hyped for episode 7. You know what I'm talking about? Cause it looks like we get to see my boy Perrin get his shine on. You know what I'm talking about? In the Wheel of Time, there's this thing called Taverin. And in the show, it made it 5 of them. I think it's only 4 in the books. I don't think Nynaeve is a Taverin in the books. I mean, she may as well be, but she's not. But they made her that in the show. But all of them have special keys and gifts to them. And I think this episode is the one where, you know, Perrin get to show his quality. You know what I'm saying? I had somebody in the comments on my last Wheel of Time video was like, wait till you see episode 4 and tell me what you think. And I loved episode 4 where we got to see my boy Rand Thor go through ruining and see the past through the eyes of his predecessors or his ancestors and see how things became the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? That was dope as hell to me to see, you know, them boring through to the Dark One and how the IL used to be, you know, the it was very good to me. Trying to remember in the books. In the books, I don't think Moraine went through. Did she? I don't quite remember if she do. I know Matt Cawthon went with him. So the fact that he didn't go in the show, I'm kind of confused by that because he got some good gifts when he went. But I loved episode 4. I really liked that visual from episode 4. Now episode 7 looks like it's gonna be dope as hell once again because we get to see the big battle. We get to see Perrin show his rare. Now Perrin is what I want to say is like a wolf brother, wolf kind, something like that. Like I said, he basically Jon Snow. That's Perrin Aybara. You know what I'm saying? But he this big brute of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to picture him almost like, even though he got this wolf ability, you got to picture him almost like Thor. You know what I'm saying? Like this big battle axe wielding, heavy handed. You know what I'm saying? And he's a military leader. That's what he becomes in the books. You know what I'm saying? In the show, you know, he's also that person who's always doubting and, oh, I'm not a leader. I'm not that. I'm not that. But then he got to step into it. He got to be him. He got to be that. And I'm all for major battles. You know, so I want to see what the White Cloaks do in the show. I know what they do in the books. I hate the White Cloaks. I hate them. I hate them. I want to say I hate them more than I hate what was his name in Game of Thrones? The what was the old man, like the one who's supposed to be like the Catholic priest or whatever. I can't remember his name, but I hate them more than him. But we know they are, and they want to arrest Perrin Aybara bad as hell, especially since he freed Matt Cawthon's little sisters, and then they find out that Matt Cawthon's mom could wield, you know what I'm saying, the one power. Like, that's not in the books, but it is what it is in the show. The show is different than the books. It's taking liberties. It's taking a lot of liberties. Like I spoke on in my last video, I'm very confused about some of the liberties, you know, especially when it comes to the homoeroticism, because in the books, a lot of that is not there, especially from those women who either get married or have boyfriend. Like, it's not there. Like I can't say her name, Suwan, Sanche, and Moraine, that relationship is not sexual at all. Like, both of them get married to men. Like, I don't know why the show decided to go this route. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what was the dopest thing about episode 6 to me though. The dopest thing was when Igraine confronted Randall Thor about him sleeping with Lanfear in his dreams. And of course, you know, it ends by her asking him, did you know this is the person that hunts me in my dreams? Like, do you know what she do to me? And tell Unreal. And Rand said he had no idea. Like, nigga, you know Lanfear ain't about shit. We all peeped this. And unfortunately, spoilers, you know, I'm not going to spoil it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to let y'all get to that because I'm pretty sure they're going to do that this season. But that conversation was dope. And it was just the point where Randall Thor told him was like, you know, I love you, but you don't love me. Like, you've always wanted more than me.
Even back in the Tarus. And even now, I'm not enough.
Let me quit putting my personal business out there. Even as I stand in front of you, the Dragon Reborn, that's not enough, Egwene. You know what I'm talking about? For book readers, y'all know that Egwene becomes very, very adversarial towards Rand throughout the books as the books go on. You know, and shout out to one of the people that commented on my video, man, because they was like, man, please don't spoil it, because I read the books, and I think they said they're on book 11. I'm not going to do that, because this is about the show. Now, I do plan on doing some tidbits and some things about the world of the Wheel of Time, but I won't do that, because I understand. It's 13 books. That's a lot of books to read. And I won't lie to you, it got to a point where I went and I just really looked up and I was like, okay, which books don't got a lot of fat on the bone? You know what I'm saying? Like, which books can I kind of just glaze and skim through? And I kind of hyper read through them. You know what I'm saying? I forget which exact books they were, but it's a few of them in there. It's a few of them in there, especially up until the point that Robert Jordan stepped in. I mean, not Robert Jordan, but Brandon Sanderson step in and finish it off, you know what I'm saying? And it really gets going to a lot of the major battles. Like, it's a little period where it get a little dry. It get a little dry and you kind of leave off on stories that you really wanted to be wrapped up, and they kind of leave you hanging for like, man, I want to say, it might be like 2 books. I don't even think you even read about Perrin at all for like 2 books. Or it's like 2 books you either don't read about him or he's just running around looking for, just wasting time. But anyway, like I said, once again, yeah, episode 4 was dope. Episode 5 was kind of, you know, was a little filler, and then episode 6 was a little bit more. But we got some major hits. They're in Tanchico. I don't know why they went to Tanchico before they went to Tyr in the shows, but you know, the show is doing a lot of stuff different. Just to see her crawl inside their brain, and just to see Nynaeve them struggling with that awkward smile. They couldn't, like, oh gosh, I would hate that. Oh, I hate that girl so much. Damn, what is her name? What is her name? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I can't think of it, but yeah, that was dope. To see Avienda them sing about Tanchico and them bring back my boy, and of course my boy Matt getting his shine on. Like, I love that whole riverboat gambler mentality. Like, I love that whole what's his name from Pirates of the Caribbean, the one Johnny Depp play. I don't know why I can't think his name. Like, I love that type of character. Like, if I was existed in a book series or in a time like this, I would want to be that type of guy. But I know I'm not that type of guy. I would just end up being like Perry. But I would want to be like Matt Compton. Like, that's the cool one. That's the cool one. Out of everybody, that's the cool one. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, to see Randall Thor in that episode when he used the one power to go ahead and kill, was that Samuel, whichever one that was, and he accidentally killed the little girl that had been, you know, bubbly all the time and coming up to him and just being so sweet to him, and just to see that break him. And of course, you know, in the books as well as the show, like, there's this tug for him to either go to the dark side or the light side. In fact, that's all a part of the game, especially with Samuel. He never wanted to kill Rand. He wanted to pull Rand to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? He told Rand in different lives, like, I had lives where I did kill you, but I've always been trying to get you to come to my side. You know, that's the whole point of it. But I think things like this, to see him heartbroken, like, these are things that kind of keep him on the side of the light. You know what I'm saying? To use a Star Wars reference. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to the dark. But you did see him try to selfishly bring the girl back to life with his power and realize he couldn't. You know, that's what pulled Anakin to the dark side, because he just wanted to save Padme's. This ain't got nothing to do with Star Wars. Anyway, man, that was like, you know, that's catching up between episode 4, 5, 6. Then, like I said, episode 7, we're going to get the battle, you know, with Emmons Field, you know, the Two Rivers versus the group of Trollocs. I think I'm going to do another video coming up about Sidar, Sidine, and the Trollocs. I'm going to hit y'all with that, too. Leave y'all with a little something. Joe, yeah.